All right, guys, with the UFC 287 in Miami just wrapping up hours ago, it's only fitting that we have the king of Miami himself on to react, digest, and also talk about what's next now. The man who looks to be taking on Leon Edwards, possibly in London, UFC 291 in July. Colby Covington, where the hell are you coming from, man? Welcome back to the show.
I'm coming from the beautiful city of Miami, Florida. We out on a yacht right now. I'm the king of Miami, so, you know, I had to come in style as the people's champ, America's champ, Donald Trump's favorite fighter. And my most important title is, you know, I was appointed to the President's Council of the 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, on sports and nutrition. So you guys need to look at me as your sports and nutrition specialist, and you're about to see something special served up this summer, baby. We're living good out here, baby.
Wow.
We're living good. Hey, what's Leon doing? You think Leon's out here right now? You think he's got this life on a yacht? He's a bum. There's levels to this shit. Leon fumble mouth ain't doing shit. They ain't got no yachts out in London. They ain't got shit.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I mean, first of all, thank you so much for taking the interview with us while you're on a yacht. You could be doing a lot of things. You could be partying. Obviously, we saw your friends over there. They look very nice, the mamacitas. So appreciate you taking the time. Just quickly, show us this belt, man. Whoa, let us drink this in, soak it in. Show us this belt. Colby, I'm not sure if you can hear us. Can we see the belt, please? What is this belt?
This is the King of Miami belt. The people of Miami gifted me my private King of Miami belt because I am the King of Miami. I run these streets. These are my streets. Everybody knows that. So, you know, I got to defend it's about time, you know, as the undisputed, undefeated, you know, champion of the world. It's about time I unify my title with Leon Edwards Scissorhands. He ain't got nowhere to go now, boys. He been crying. Oh, I deserve this. Oh, I deserve. No, you don't deserve shit. You do as you're told, boy. You don't make these decisions at the UFC. That's Dana White's job. You just sit there and you fight the next challenger in line. That's me. So, Leon, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide now, bitch. I'll see you soon.
Damn, man. Well, we'll get into all that in just a second. But before we do, I think your phone's gone vertical. Any chance we get you to go sideways?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, the sideways angle. All right. Well, obviously, you're living this lifestyle. You're on the yacht. But UFC 287 was pretty much just a few hours ago. The dust is still settling. And we got to get your thoughts on this pivotal fight, UFC 287, Gilbert Burns versus Jorge Masvidal. A lot on the line. A lot on the line. I'm curious what you thought about that fight. A lot on the line.
They were fighting for nothing, boys. What are you talking about? A lot on the line. Oh, they're fighting for a consolation prize, boys. There's nothing on the line with that fight last night. Everybody knew that. Dana White went out there and said in the media multiple times, Colby's accepted every fight. He wants to fight the biggest and best fights in the division. Haven't turned down one fight. Looking to make the biggest and best fights for this company because this is about selling, you know, tickets and pay-per-views and big fights, and that's what I do. I am this division. There is no other background noise, and the only person that matters is Mumble Mouth in that little Hogwarts castle in London.
What did you think of Gilbert's performance over Jorge? Did you watch the fight at all?
You guys think I watched the fight when I'm on a $20 million mansion? Boys, I've been out on the seas. I've been traveling the seas of Miami all weekend. Like, I didn't watch the fights. You think I'm worried about fights when I'm hanging out with the hottest mamacitas Miami and South Beach have to offer? I got bigger fish to fry and better shit to do than be a fanboy who's in the crowd watching some fights of my children that are out there. So, you know, we're out there and we're enjoying our life. We're living the American dream. We got better shit to do.
All right, well, let us fill you in then. And we certainly will talk about Leon Edwards and obviously you and him and that potential title shot in London. But before we do, massive news at UFC 287. Obviously, Gilbert Burns won the fight, but arguably more importantly, Jorge Masvidal retired. So if you are just finding this out right now, we've got to get your thoughts, man. And I am curious how you feel about that.
Yeah, I'm just figuring that out now. That's interesting. You know, I haven't been paying attention to any of the news. I don't really check social media to see what's going on in the world because I could care less. I got bigger and better things to do. But if I want to give my honest take, I mean, he was retired after I beat him. You know, he's a broken man. There's a reason that he came out and did what he did to me in the streets. You know, it's like a little clown. You know, he's not there's no pride in that guy. So he just didn't want to have to live the rest of his life knowing that he retired off of getting his ass beat by me. So, of course, he's going to come and lose to somebody else in the division because he just, you know, he didn't want that being hung over his head that I retired him. But, guys, I'll be honest. I retired Jorge Masvidal, Street Judas, you know, in 2022 in T-Mobile Arena.
the fight was obviously a milestone in terms of the rivalry and, just how dominant your win was. I do wonder, though, despite everything that's happened, especially like a lot of the ugly things recently, but then also some of the different and, better parts of history between you and Jorge, where you guys would train together and obviously live together. I wonder if you can see him differently in any way now that he's, hung up the gloves, he's retired. In theory, he's out of the division and no longer a target and, essentially moved on with his life. I wonder if you see him differently in any way now.
Guys, we're here to talk about, big business, undisputed business. I could care less about the journeyman street Judas Masvidal. The guy's a felon. He's a criminal. He's a coward. He's not a real man. If he was a real man, he wouldn't have done what he did to me. So, I got nothing else to say on him. The only person that I care about is Mumble Mouth Leon Edwards Scissorhands. So, he's representing London and I got to go over there. Last time the English, tried to take our freedoms here in America, that's when 1776 happened. So we're going to have another 1776 this summer. It's going to be the biggest, baddest event of the year. And the King of Miami's coming to unify the belts and become undisputed champion of the world, Colby Chaos Covington.
By the way, speaking of that fight, Gilbert Burns has basically put up his hand. He took a page out of your book and he's demanded that he be the backup for you versus Leon at UFC London. What do you reckon about that?
Everybody's complaining, dude. Like, go do something for yourself. Like, look in the mirror, kid. Like, Gilbert, dude, he's a nice guy. Like, he really is a nice guy. I mean, he got dropped and finished with a jab, which is like unheard of in the sport of MMA as a whole. But come on, Gilbert, like, you're a good guy. You're a family man. You just beat number 12 in the world in Magny. You just beat number 11 in the world, the shell of his former self, the guy retired, Street Judas Masvidal. That's not deserving of a welterweight title shot or even to be in a backup position, guys. He needs to go out there and earn his way up there, beat, the top marquee of the division, the top fighters in the division. Stop asking, me complain, I deserve this, I deserve that. Dude, I never cried. I never went out there and said, Dana didn't do this. Did I cry when I got stripped of the world title without ever actually losing it? No, I didn't cry. I went out there and got back to the grindstone. I got back to the work. I started putting in, everything I needed to do to put myself in to be in the position I'm in today. So he needs to stop crying and acting like a privileged kid that deserves something. He doesn't deserve anything. Numbers never lie. This company's about selling business, selling tickets and pay-per-views, and he's not that star yet. So, he's about 2 or 3 fights away from the title fight. He's got another couple fights to go, but, I look forward to seeing him at the top. I think there's a lot of heat there with the King of Brazil angle. Everybody knows I run Brazil, and, if he wants to fight, he's got to earn his way up here.
I like it. The King of Brazil angle, man. That's awesome. I wonder, though, is there a part of you, like, let's say he is the backup and Dana White seemed really on board with it. Is there a part of you that would be sort of prepping for him in the background, just in case anything was to happen to, Leon in London?
I'm at the point in my career and, like, how I feel physically and mentally that the UFC knows I'll fight any fighter on the roster. It doesn't matter what weight you are. Any given day. We could fight today. We could fight tomorrow. I showed up to London to fight Edward Scissorhands, Leon, or Marty Fake Newsman. It didn't matter the matchup. And they're two different stylistic matchups. You're talking about a guy in Leon who's a southpaw, and you're talking about a guy in Marty Fake Newsman who's an orthodox. So I was preparing. It doesn't matter styles. When you're the best fighter in the world like myself, you don't have to prepare for a style because you'll beat anybody in the world on any given day. So it doesn't really matter who they put in there with me this summer. I will be getting the undisputed strap of the world. And if Mumble Mouth Leon doesn't want to show up, guys, he's going to realize that he's the B side anyways. I'm the A side of this fight. It's clear as day. So if he doesn't show, business goes on as usual, guys. Like, you think the UFC cares about Mumble Mouth? The guy does nothing for the company. He doesn't draw or move the needle. Like, the guy's a nobody. So it's hilarious that he's crying and screaming, but that's how most people are when they're going to get sent to the electric chair. And I'm going to turn that shit on and fry that little bitch up.
Yeah, he tweeted just recently. He said, Jorge fumbled the bag once again. And then he said, none of them really deserve it. Who should I fight next? I'm just wondering, like, when you hear about a tweet like that and him still sort of not really talking about fighting you or you fighting him or kind of pointing towards that, what's your reaction to him still sort of trying to look for other competitors and other people to fight?
I think it's hilarious, and that's why the fans can't identify with him, because the guy, dude, it's your responsibility, guys, when you become the champion of this company like I've done myself, that you fight the next contender in line. Okay, yeah, you're the placeholder now because he's not a champion. A champion would take on all and any comers, any challengers. So the fact that he's trying to pick and choose easy fights, yeah, I know he wanted to fight the Street Judas Masvidal so bad. Don't worry, Leon. After I beat your ass this summer, you can fight George on the prelims. No big deal. You guys can fight. Just give up your little placeholder position. You can go back to the prelims like the little bum that you are. But I'm not surprised. He's afraid. He knows the matchup's the hardest matchup he's ever going to have in his life, and he knows I'm coming to take everything he worked for. He worked so hard. He got sat out 2 years, fought the easiest fight in the division. Nate Diaz, and the guy's fucking saying this and that like he's a god and ran through the division. He hasn't done anything in the sport, and the fact that he's acting so privileged, like he just earned and deserved all this stuff, is just hilarious. But the fans see that. The fans see the coward that he is, and I'm going to turn this red coat into the yellow belly like the little bitch he is.
You're willing to go back to London once again to fight him, and we know a lot of people. That's a difficult journey all the way over to another country, fighting their champion in front of their crowd and doing it again, first time, as a backup, this time for the title. Take us into that a little bit, because it's not something that many people would do. And what do you anticipate coming back to London in the crowd, potentially beating Leon and taking that title on the home country?
I can't wait, I love London so much. Like, the people of London are so amazing. They embrace me like the true king and the champion that I am to them. So I can't wait to come back to London and put on a good show for the fans over there. That's what they deserve. I mean, they're so passionate and diehard fans, and they're obviously a lot smarter than the Brazilians. The Brazilians are just straight filthy animals. Like, those guys, they're just very low IQs. You can tell the people of England have very strong IQs and smart people, and they get it. They understand the business. They understand who I am and what I'm doing. So I can't wait to bring so much entertainment and just bring a show back to London again, because they've been missing that. They haven't got that lately. So, I can't wait to end Fumble Mouth Leon Edwards Scissorhands' career. And, it's going to be a beautiful day back in London again. But this time I'm getting locked in the octagon, and you guys know what happens every time Chaos gets locked in there. It's going to be violence.
Dude, it's going to be exciting, man. So what is the latest on the actual fight itself?
Yeah, with Dana White and the UFC, Hunter Campbell and all those, I took them out, in Miami, because I am the king of Miami. So, I had to show them, proper hospitality here in Miami. So, we had a great talk. He's got nowhere to go. If Leon doesn't want to fight, I've already been assured that it's okay. They'll just strip him and I'm next in line. So, the fact that he's trying to cry and act all privileged is just funny, but there's nowhere to go. Dana has assured me I'm fighting him this summer. I don't know the location yet. We'll have to wait to see from Dana and the big bosses at the UFC what they decide.
Are you disappointed that this Jon Jones thing might not happen? We were kind of excited to see UFC 290, you and Jon Jones on the same stage together.
Yeah, I am a little disappointed. I wanted to see my good buddy, old pal, Johnny Jones. We shared a bunk bed, Johnny. Like, we have so much to relate to. Like, do you remember, John, when we were in college and I first got to the Iowa Central campus and we shared a dorm and you asked if I needed the top bunk or the bottom bunk? And I was gracious. He wanted the top bunk, so I gave him the top bunk like a true gentleman. And I took the bottom bunk and we shared a room for a year and a half, and we have some great memories together, man. We've been in a lot of fights, scraps, training, all that stuff, blood, sweat, and tears together, winning national titles together. So, I want to be reunited with my good friend Jon Jones, and most of all, I want to ask him the tough questions that the fake news media is afraid to ask him.
What kind of questions might that be? Yeah.
Guys, I never kiss and tell, but I can promise you, chaos is unpredictable. You don't know what I'm going to do next. You don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm going to ask. So I can promise you, just get the popcorn ready if you let me and John get on the same stage together.
Oh, damn. Now I kind of wish it was in Vegas. All right, look, you're at a party, man. We're not going to hold you here forever. The mamacitas are waiting. I got to ask, though, on a bit of a side note, the other man in your division campaigning for a title shot, Belal Muhammad, he was speaking to the media yesterday. He was wearing a T-shirt with your face on it, a bit bloodied up and stuff. I am curious, as one of the best promoters yourself, what did you think of the marketing?
Guys, I am a real estate tycoon, and all the business people of the UFC's heads all these people's heads are occupied. I own all the rent and space in these guys' heads, from, you know, Street Judas to the Belal, the racist. Like, the guy's a straight racist. He's trying to get away from the fact that he said a very racist thing. And he should never have done that. That was career suicide. So, you know, he needs to come out and publicly apologize for the racist remarks. And, you know, until then, he's going to have to sit in the corner like the kid in timeout, because he hasn't earned anything. He hasn't beaten any top fighters. He hasn't beaten a top 5 guy. Everybody likes to say the things about me. Oh, Colby hasn't beat. Dude, look at all the fucking fights that I fought, and look at what the ranking was of these guys when I fought them. You know, George was number 4. When I fought Tyrone Woodley, number 2. When I fought Robbie Lawler, number 3. When I fought Rafael Dos Anjos, number 2. When I fought, you know, Usman, who was supposed to be the pound-for-pound GOAT, you know, he was number 1 pound for pound. I beat his ass in New York in Madison Square Garden. All the fans saw it. They knew what happened that night, and I'm undisputed. So, look, you can't talk about anything other than the truth, fact of the matter, the fights that I've had and the timing of when I had them. You know, oh, yeah, of course, when I destroy these guys and they go to the back of the line, you can't talk about it then. You have to talk about where they were ranked when I fought them. So, Belal, the racist, has not earned anything. I'm glad that he's the president of my fan club. He's out there promoting me, marketing me. It's amazing. I appreciate it, you racist. Keep out there and keep doing that. And, you know, 3 or 4 more fights, you might get to a title fight, but I doubt it because you're racist.
Last time we spoke, Colby, there was so much talk about you and Khamzat Chimaev, you know, and all those fights and stuff like that. And now it seems like that fight's not going to happen. I'm curious what you think about him, you know, somewhat officially moving to 185. And obviously he's targeting Israel Adesanya. I'm curious how you think he would do in that fight.
That dog face looking motherfucker. Oh my God, Khamzat. You guys got his name wrong. You know, that's Khamzat, and he's afraid of me. I am the reason he ran away from this division. He knew I would melt him. He knew what would happen if he got locked in there with raw American steel and twisted sex appeal. He had nothing for me, and he knows that deep down inside. I thought this guy was the most active guy. I'm gonna fight every day, every week. Where's he at? When's the last time the guy fought? What's he done in this sport? Who's he beat? All the guys he beat are on the regional circuit now. So how is this guy so hyped up like he's so great? He's nothing. He's a fucking bum. And there's a reason he don't want to fight me, and he don't have no fight lined up, because he's a nobody, and he fucking is unprofessional, and he ruined the UFC's business, man. What are you doing? Missing weight by 9 pounds, unprofessional fucking dog face looking motherfucker. Like, dude, it's just such a disrespect and slap in the face of the big bosses of the UFC, Ari Emanuel, Hunter Campbell, Dana White, these guys. I mean, come on. The guy got a golden opportunity to fight the easiest guy in the division, Nate Diaz, and he goes out there and he makes a joke of the division. He's laughing on the scale. Like, bro, that's not cool, dude. That's not. Like, this is a business. This is about making money for the business. And when you laugh and joke like this is just a joke, like, dude, there's a reason he's not professional. He's not going to be in any big fights.
Colby, the other thing I just quickly wanted to get your thoughts on was this WWE merger, because when me and Casper saw this, we're like, all right, Colby Covington seems like a perfect fit for the next WrestleMania. You got to be loving this news come out. Tell us, what was your reaction to it? And then I know you've had some experience even at TNA and Impact and all that kind of stuff. Like, what does this mean for you? Does this mean we could potentially see you pop up on Raw or WWE sometime soon?
Man, I couldn't be more excited that, you know, the 2 of my first loves since I was a little kid and knew anything about combat sports are finally under the same umbrella together, the UFC and WWE merger. So it's amazing, man. I got to give a big shout out to Ari Emanuel and the team at Endeavor for the business they're doing. And the fact that they were able to put these 2 companies together under the same umbrella is just, it's incredible, guys. Like, it gets me so excited for my future. Like, not only am I going to unify my King of Miami belt and go get the undisputed title this summer and beat Fumblemouth Leon Edwards Scissorhands, but I do see myself crossing over into the WWE and becoming a multi-time world champion over there. So I think there's a lot of good business to be done. You know, like, fighting is always going to be my #1 love and true passion. There's just no feeling like getting locked inside an octagon, gone, and fighting the best fighters in the world. That's what I was put on this earth to do. But, you know, if I'm able to be blessed enough to be able to cross over and go win those WWE world titles, you know, I'll give it my all. And I'm going to come and bring the nonstop violence and entertainment to the ring. And I'm just excited. You know, it's up my training game. Like, I'm working harder than I've ever worked in my entire life. and I'm greater than I've ever been, and I see myself winning world titles in UFC and WWE.
Yeah, just quickly, you're talking Roman Reigns here, or you got someone else in your sights?
Oh man, I got a lot of people on my sides. Roman's been talking a big game. He's a beast of a man. I mean, the guy's, definitely Goliath. I beat David versus Goliath in that fight, but it'd be an honor to share the ring with him. The guy's, unquestioned, probably the GOAT of WWE, the things he's done in that sport, and just the longevity of his career, how he's been able to stay on top of the game forever as the best in the world in WWE is just, it's inspiring. But, it raises the bar for guys like me, and I know what I need to do to get to that level. And I promise you guys, I love to work hard, and I'm not afraid of a challenge. I'm going to be working hard every single day to be the WWE World Champion after I'm done with the UFC.
All right, man. You versus Paul Heyman. That sounds good to me as well on the mic. But as we wrap up, dude, give it to us. What is your message to Leon Edwards when he sees this? What do you want to share with him as we wrap up this interview?
Mumble mouth. Guess what, buddy? You got nowhere to run. You got nowhere to hide. Talking about fumbling the bag. You're the one fumbling the bag, bro. This is the only fight you're going to get. So you either come take this fight or guess what? You're the B-side anyways. UFC doesn't really need you. So we'll move on business without you. So show up and I'm going to show out on your face. But I think you know that deep down inside. That's why you're doubting yourself and you're looking for easier challenges out there. But guess what, buddy? This is the only challenge you get. So I will see you this summer for the undisputed title. If not, guess what? Next one in line, and Colby Chaos Covington, who is the face of this division, will be unifying the belts this summer. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen, nerds and virgins.
There he is, man. Follow the man at Colby Cov MMA. Colby, we'll let you go, man. Go back to the Mamacitas, and we appreciate you taking the time with us, especially on a yacht, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, boys. Look forward to talking again soon.